I think winning the Performance Coach of the Year award last year was thrilling for me in the fact that I think it's nice to be rewarded in your own locality. So yes, it's thrilling as well to be having awards on a national scale. But when you get these awards in your own locality, it's more thrilling for me personally.
Special was it for you to win the Junior Disabled Sportsperson of the Year awards?
I was quite surprised to win the Junior Disabled Person of the Year. It was a good year for me, but I was up against some tough competition, so I wasn't sure if I was going to win it. And winning it in your own background, in your own home, it's just so much more special than winning it anywhere else.
What have been the standout sporting moments of 2014 for Swansea's swimmers and coaches, and who do you expect to see in the run-in this time around?
I think for us in Swansea, it was a great year for us in 2014. From my perspective, looking after Jack and coaching, looking after Jazz and coaching Jack, that we went to the Mare Nostrum tour, swam Cannes in France, and then we moved on to Barcelona in Spain. They were targeting times for us along route, and then we wanted to better them at Commonwealth Games. So there was a process of going through. So for Jack, if we went to Cannes and we swam a given time, then we went to Barcelona, beat them times, went to Commonwealth Games, beat them times, and come away with that great medal. And then obviously we had our European champs towards the end of the year, straight after Commonwealth Games, and we excelled in that as well. So I suppose from my perspective, with Jazz and Jack, it was a great year for us. That coupled with, not Jazz getting the 2 medals at Commonwealth Games, Jack getting his medal, but that, where we topped that off, where we got Dan Jervis into the bronze medal on that last night in Commonwealth Games, I suppose that culminated, and that was the icing on the cake for us here in Swansea. And I would expect Jack, Jazz and Dan to be fighting for them for the Sports Awards come the night.
And certainly there's other swimmers from the Swansea area, if you like, that have now moved on to different locations that are also in the running, maybe. I
think we've seen Georgia Davis and Gemma Lowe leave here in the past year. Georgia to go to Loughborough to swim, Gemma to swim in the butterfly programme in Bath. They excelled in Commonwealth Games also, especially with Georgia getting fantastic 2 medals. So we could put the 5 from our swim perspective into the mix for those awards.
Certainly. What about yourself, Jack? You've had a good year.
Well, I've got many highlights this year because I've swam very well. But obviously one of my main highlights was winning that bronze medal at Commonwealth Games. That was one major highlight of not just this year, my life. So that was a great moment for me. And another actual highlight that I remember is in Commonwealth Games when Dan Jervis won the bronze medal, because that was the best race I've ever seen. I've never seen someone come back so fast in such a big distance event. It was amazing.
How important is the Swansea Sports Awards event to you, and why should people nominate their sporting champions, athletes, coaches, volunteers, etc.?
I think when we come to the National Swansea Sports Awards, I think we have to not just sell it to people, but encourage people, to first and foremost to nominate their athletes, nominate their coaches, nominate their volunteers. That's the first instance. Once we get that whole crop of talent that we have here in Swansea around the table, then we can decipher a bit more then and find out who have excelled the best. So I think that's the first instance.
Okay, anything to add, Jack? How special is the event itself in terms of encouraging people to nominate?
For me, because it's local, it's a lot more special for me, and I think it's a good chance to see all the talent we have in Swansea.
Yeah, I think that's the key part, isn't it? That we're highlighting the vast amount of excellence in sport that we do have in Swansea, and I'm sure that the nominees will be plentiful.
So what does the future hold for Billy Pye and Jack Thomas?
I think that we break ours down into short, medium and long-term goals always, and we always reassessing. So I think our short-term goal is that in March we have the World Championship trials. The way things are going, they shouldn't be a problem for us. And then our medium-term goal is that we'll be swimming the World Championships in Glasgow next July. So I suppose that's the medium-term goal, and everybody thinks, you know, that you talk about the World Champs and that'll be the pinnacle of what we do. But we're quite selfish here in Swansea, and Jack and myself in particular, that we have a 4-year cycle. This cycle is from London to Rio, and our main focus and our long-term goal will be for success in Rio in 2016.
So your training is going well, Jack? All your times are going well and the focus is on Rio?
Yeah, training's going very well now, and hopefully when we go into trials for World Champs, we'll do well there, qualify for World Champs, and then hopefully if we get a bit of success there, that'll be really good. And then obviously my long-term goal is Rio, and hopefully to medal in Rio. So that would be amazing.
Any medal targets?
We only want to get one medal to get that Swansea Sports Award in 2016.